Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 4.
Here's a look at today's top 4 at 4. The Minnesota Department of Health is reporting a record number of COVID-19 deaths in a single day. Health officials reported 101 deaths yesterday, the highest we've seen so far. For a more detailed breakdown of the numbers, you can visit our VNL News app. You can also find them scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now. And the Cass County Jail is now on lockdown after an inmate tested positive for the coronavirus. Sheriff Jesse Johnner was notified of the inmate testing positive at around 9 this morning. The inmate was put in isolation, putting the jail into lockdown to prevent the further spread of the virus. The sheriff's office says they're working to get everyone in the prison tested, including staff. And one teen is recovering and another is in a detention facility after a stabbing in Crookston this morning. The Crookston Police Department got a call around 5:30. Officers found a 16-year-old boy with stab wounds all over his body. They quickly learned that a suspect was a 14-year-old boy and that both teens knew each other. The 14-year-old was arrested and taken to the Red River Juvenile Detention Facility in Crookston. The 16-year-old was taken to the hospital and is going to be okay. And Thanksgiving Day spending rose by 21.5% this year, according to data from Adobe Analytics. That's a new record. The company gets its data from traffic on retail websites and transactions from 80 of the top 100 U.S. online retailers. That wraps up today's Top 4 at 4. Now let's get a look at our weather with meteorologist Nathan Hopper. Hey, Nathan.
Hey, Callie, happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying their post-Thanksgiving day. It was a beautiful day. Sunshine abundant for us today. You can see on our Valley Sky Cam right now, only just a few high, thin clouds at this hour out there. This is looking southward from South Fargo. So, yeah, satellite and radar actually backs that up quite nice with just a few of those high clouds that are very thin in nature. So no concerns for us as we go about our Friday afternoon. And look at these temperatures. I was hoping the south winds and the sunshine could warm us into those low 40s in Fargo, but upper 30s, 38 right now in Fargo, 39 in Grand Forks is pretty pleasant nonetheless, especially when the average high for this time of year is 30 degrees. Jamestown right now at 46. Our friends in Aberdeen at 50 degrees at this hour. Of course, coolest up toward Lake of the Woods County, Roseau counties, upper 20s and lower 30s there at this hour. There's those south winds. They have been a little bit busy for us. You can see 16 miles per hour there in Gwinner, 15 miles per hour out of the south in Fargo, and 16 miles per hour out of the south in Thief River Falls. Now, Callie, the wind will continue into the weekend, but I am tracking even warmer air than what we saw today. So good news for those folks who may have weekend plans, whether that be travel plans or plans outdoors, that it's looking good for that. But cooler air is on the way, of course, as we move into December. So we'll break all that down coming up in a couple minutes.
All right, we look forward to it. Thanks, Nathan.
Yep.
And one man is recovering and another is now in jail after a stabbing on Thanksgiving Day. Police got a call about a disturbance on the north side of Grand Forks around 7:30 last night. Witnesses told them someone had been stabbed. Officers couldn't find a victim there, but about 10 minutes later, they got a call from the hospital ER about a patient with multiple stab wounds. Police connected the two incidents and later arrested 45-year-old Eldry Lane for aggravated assault. Investigators are asking anyone with information about the stabbing to contact them. Police say the victim has serious injuries, but they're going to be okay. And Minnesota State Troopers say drugs may have been involved in a crash in Morrison County last night. Police say a Brainerd man was pulled over on Highway 10 near Motley around 5 last night. While he was outside of his car and working on the exhaust system, his car was hit by an SUV. Troopers say the driver of the SUV started driving down the wrong side of the road before hitting the other car. Both drivers were taken to the hospital, but police say neither have critical injuries. And a North Dakota woman is in the hospital with serious injuries after crashing her pickup into a ditch. The Highway Patrol says she lost control of the vehicle on Highway 41 near Wilton on Wednesday night. She drove into a ditch and hit an approach before vaulting into the air and rolling. And Minneapolis Park Police are investigating after a pair of historic statues were vandalized and one of them toppled yesterday in what may have been part of a national demonstration in support of Indigenous people. Multiple statues in the park had been vandalized, including being painted with the words "Land Back." The Land Back campaign is an Indigenous movement against the white supremacy and for Indigenous food sovereignty, housing, and clean air and water. Similar vandalism was done to monuments in Chicago, Portland, and Spokane. It's unclear whether the action in Minneapolis was a part of a nationwide effort. And many dug out their plaid and face masks to unlock discounts in shops throughout downtown Fargo for Plaid Friday. The day celebrates the diversity and creativity of local businesses in a laid-back way to enjoy Black Friday. Some store owners told us more people showed up than expected, adding there are ways to support local by shopping online.
My favorite thing that we found was the wine gnomes at Unglued. I love them. Quite a few places are kind of marking how many people in and how many people out.
There are more people out than we anticipated actually today, but the weather's beautiful and everyone's like in really good spirits.
To learn more about how you can support local businesses, download our VNL News app and click on this story. And downtown Fargo has something more for the music lovers too. Those who make up the world of record stores, the staff, customers, and artists came together to celebrate National Record Store Day. Like most events in 2020, it looks different this year with the pandemic impacting independent record stores in the Valley. The president of Vinyl Giant Records in downtown Fargo told us it's sad as they normally have a band or DJ playing and food and beer to hand out. He said they're still thankful people came out to support.
We see it all the time where people are in here just having conversations with other people on the spark of the music knowledge being traded back and forth, and that person-to-person thing that's not happening through a keyboard or through a screen.
If you're looking to support area record stores, download our VNL News app and click on the story. And if you're wondering how you can spread some holiday cheer, we'd like to remind you of our virtual food drive. We're teaming up with the Great Plains Food Bank, and we'd really like for you to get involved. To find out more about how you can help local families in need, download our free VNL News app, look for the virtual food drive, and click to donate. President-elect Biden is set to announce his economic team in the coming days, and President Trump is recovering from a big loss in court. We'll have the details next.
And if you still plan on stepping out for your Black Friday, things are looking pleasant for us. Mainly clear skies in Fargo, temperatures staying in those low 30s after the sun sets this evening at 4:42 p.m. And then in Grand Forks, you see that sunshine there in the background. A few thin clouds there in the Northern Valley, but cooling into those upper 20s. We're just set for Small Business Saturday next.